Hey everybody! So I'm super excited about tonight's live because we are doing the Pantone's Color of the Year Coral, or it's Living Coral. And I feel like I'm a little ahead of the times because I've loved coral for years. So I'm really excited. Anything orange and coral, it's like right up my alley. So I'm going to dive right in. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put candlelight on my entire lid all the way up to my brow, giving me a nice even base. If you can't use candlelight because it is a little warmer, try sandstone pearl or even snow. Or if you like the pigment of the candlelight, then just add a little bit of snow or sandstone pearl to neutralize that yellow undertone. And it'll still give you that nice coverage that the candlelight gives. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to use the same brush as candlelight, actually. It's a BS Small fluffy brush, nothing fancy here. And the reason I want a bigger fluffy brush is because I want to go on my crease and above my crease so you can really see that color. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take Terracotta Blush Scents, and I'm going to use, this is my favorite little brush, Real Techniques, if you ever watch this. Please make this an individual. Please, I'll buy 500. Okay, it's my favorite. So it is the Essential Crease Brush, and I'm using Terracotta. And I'm going to put it on my entire lid, and I'm going to blend it up into the Lava Shimmer. I didn't say that I used Lava Shimmer before, but that's what I used. Hello, where's my mind at? Blending it into the lava, all over my lid. Oh, I love this color. If you see that it creases a little bit, just go over it. Blush Scents is a little thinner than our Shadow Scents, so it can settle into the creases a little bit more, but as it dries, it's a little easier to blend out in those creases. Oh, it's so pretty. Now I'm going to take a clean, fluffy brush, which I'm going to wash mine really quick. Don't mind me. It's fine. Thought I washed them all. Okay, and I'm just going to go over the top line to soften it. Make it a little more smoky than a harsh transition. I love that trick. Super easy, and it works like a charm. The other thing you can do is just kind of roll, and it helps blend it out too. It's really nice, an easy trick. Now, while this dries, I'm going to go ahead and get to my brows. So I'm going to use Rustic Brown and Onyx for my brows. I'm also going to use the MAC 266S brush to fill them in. Okay, so I'm starting kind of in the middle and towards the back, and just going to fill in. And then I'm going to revisit the front because I want it to look more ombre than super harsh, all of the colors sitting right above my tear duct. I want it kind of ombre out. And then make it darker towards the tail. Go to the other side. This is the kind of tedious part. Okay, now that I'm done with my brows, I am going to revisit my eyes. I'm going to take a look and see how the blush scents settled, and I'm just going to kind of blend it in again, making sure that it hasn't settled too much into my little creases and crevices. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take liner scents, or eye scents actually, and I'm using Starry Sky, and I'm going to give myself a nice little winged liner. Okay, go to the other side. All right, now while this dries, I'm going to do some contouring. And I'm going to be using Cinnamon foundation for my contour. It's my favorite thing to use. I can use it on just about any skin tone, depending on their skin tone is how much you would use. So if they're lighter, you use a little less. If they're darker, you use a little more. And I had it right here. Oh, there it is. Okay, it fell off. And I like to use the Real Technique stippling brush. It's my favorite. And you want to go right underneath the cheekbone in the hollow. And I like to keep it high, and you're going to blend it out. And I go into the cheek. I don't want it to go too far down because it'll darken this area making you look like you have jowls. So you want to make sure you stay kind of high and up right underneath that cheekbone. Now I'm going to take whatever's left on my brush, and I'm just going to give myself some color. Come down the neck. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some pearlizer. And I'm going to use a flat brush. This is a Shader Lid E56 brush from Sigma. Okay, and it's just flatter. And I'm going to take a little bit of the pearlizer, and I'm just going to put it on the lid part. It's right in the center. Just to give me a nice little shimmer. Put some in my tear duct a little bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my lashes on. I am using the Dodo lashes. If you go to dodolashes.com and order, at the end, when you check out, you can put the Beauty Besties and you will get a discount. But these are 105s. I like the more dramatic lashes, as we know.
These aren't 305s?
Nope, they are 105s today. Now I'm letting it dry a little bit. A lot of people, what they do, if you don't know about lashes, is they'll put it directly on after they put the liquid on. What happens is it becomes a mess. It gets in their eye, liquids everywhere. If you let it dry a little bit, it becomes tacky, and it's a lot easier to place, and it adheres to your eyelid much, much easier. Okay. Place and press, and then let dry. And we'll go to the other side. The glue that I like to use is Lash Couture in black. Now, as my lash glue is drying a little bit, I'm actually making my highlighter. And what I'm doing is I added a little bit of terracotta to pearlizer so I can kind of give it a nice peachy kind of highlight. It is so pretty, and I'm so excited to put it on my face. Do not do this if you're with a client, but for the sake of time. Because it's my own. Okay, now place and press. Okay, now while that dries, I am going to put my highlighter on. Since I've already mixed it, I'm going to disperse it evenly, and I use the Real Technique stippling brush again. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. Very pretty. Just gonna put a little bit on my nose. Okay, I'm gonna clean up under my eye a little bit. Yes, I love that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my lips. And I'm going to use She's Apples and Coralina for this. They are limited edition, and they are out. But I have some in my home store. So, if you need any of this, you just let me know. Because I have it all ready and on hand for you. Okay, first, She's Apples. You want to make sure your lips are clean and dry. Okay. Now I'm going to do 2 Coralina. I did 1 She's Apples. I'm going to do 2 Coralina. So pretty. I love it. Last layer. Okay, really let it dry. Now, as it dries, I'm just going to take some of our mascara. Press my natural lash into the false lash. Once the lips are completely dry, actually, I think I want to do 1 more layer, but you really have to let it dry if you're going to do 4 layers. And then once they're done, they're done. You're done for the day, which is really nice and convenient. Yeah. Okay, you really, really, really want to let it dry. You can revisit the highlighting, see if you need to add a little bit more. Really make it hot. And this is us talking the Cineslurp, the Cinetalk, until it can be completely dried. It kind of looks silly and ridiculous. If you can't laugh at yourself and be silly, I mean, what's the point, right? Okay. So I'm actually going to use a rose gloss for this. You can use any gloss. Rose is my favorite. And we are Done. Hope you guys love the look. Hope you love the video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Bye, everybody.